I'm John Cohen, and this is My Tech. After looking at the PLAUD NOTE pin, which is a great AI device that allows you to take notes during your daily life, people asked me to take a look at the PLAUD NOTE card. This was the original device that PLAUD made, and it is really, really awesome. It takes notes for you, and it can also record your phone calls so that it can make notes from that. Let's have a look. Right off the bat, when we look at the PLAUD NOTE, it should be noted that this card does include the basic package, which is 300 minutes per month of usage. And if you need more than 300 minutes, there are different plans available depending on what your needs are. The way this card works is very similar to the way the Note pin works. You basically turn on this recording device by just holding down the button here. You'll get a little light and a vibration on here, and it's now recording. Once we have the PLAUD NOTE recording, and you can see it's in recording mode right now because the red light is on, it is just a matter of sitting it down on the desk wherever you are, maybe in a lecture hall and your professor's giving a lecture, you're at the doctor's office, or maybe you're meeting with your lawyer, or perhaps in a board meeting. And the key thing is that you can pay attention to the person that's in front of you, and this little device will take the notes. It's recording all the information that's going on in that meeting, in that lecture, and from there, it will go ahead and synchronize with their app. And that's where the magic happens. Using some wonderful AI technology, the PLAUD app then will go ahead and transcribe the conversation that you just had, or lecture you were in, or meeting. And then it will also give you actionable items that you can use as a way to go ahead and have follow-up. Or if you would like, you can actually use one of their pre-existing templates. And these are set for different types of environments. So whether you're in a work environment, a medical conversation, or just out with friends, you can always use one of these templates as a tool to get better results from these notes that the actual device is taking. Charging this device is very easy. It's got a USB Type-C on one end and then a magnetic charging pin here. And on the back of this card, all you're going to do is line it up, and just like that, it magnetically connects. And then you just plug this into the wall or your USB-C charger, and it charges up. And it doesn't take very long. A couple hours gets you a full charge, which is really great. When you're ready to use this to record your phone calls that you're having, it is fairly easy to do as well. Included in the package is this little case, and we're just going to slide the card into the case, just like that. And by the way, in the back here, there's also a spot for your recharging, so you don't have to take it out of the case to recharge it. And then what it's going to do is we're just going to connect it to the MagSafe on the back of our phone. And just like that, we're connected and ready to use this. For those of you who do not have a magnetic connection built into your phone, maybe you have an older device, PLAUD does include a little magnetic ring that you can easily connect to your phone to allow this to attach very easily. A nice touch. When we're ready to go ahead and turn on that phone recording mode, it's just a matter of sliding this little dial up so it indicates red, and now you're ready to go ahead and capture phone calls. One of the things that I thought about when I first saw this device was, how does it capture the audio if I'm holding the phone up to my ear? Do I have to put on speakerphone so that it records that way? That doesn't really help, because then, if I'm in a noisy environment, it's going to hear everything that's going on. Well, it turns out that it uses the vibrations that's coming out of the receiver here, and it records that. So it's really important to have it onto your phone correctly, and that you have that mode turned on so it knows to record the phone vibrations. And it works really well. All you're going to do is take a phone call, you're going to push the little button on the back to turn on the recording mode, and now you're just ready to have a phone call. And just talk normally as if you're on the phone with your doctor, your lawyer, whoever it may be. And it's really easy to do. One thing to note is, though, if you are going to put it onto speakerphone mode, your phone that is, go ahead and switch that back down to just taking general notes. It sounds much better in my opinion. One of the things to keep in mind and to consider is the fact that it is a subscription service if you go over that basic service that they offer, that 300 minutes per month. And that service can always change, and they can remove that free tier, who knows. So it is worth considering that, there might be a paid service that has to be addressed with this product. Another thing to keep in mind is depending where you are in the world, there are different rules and regulations and laws about third-party recording or recording someone without their knowledge. So it is key before you use something like this to please take a look at the rules and regulations of where you live. No one wants you to get in trouble, and no one wants you to record someone who doesn't want to be recorded. Whether you're at the doctor's, in a lecture hall, or just at a meeting at work, this PLAUD Note is a great device. It keeps track of what's going on, does transcriptions of the conversations that you've had, and it's a way to stay organized with actionable items using their AI service. All in all, a great product, and just like the Note Pin, I highly recommend it, but do keep in mind that you do want to let people know that you are recording them just for your own safety as well as theirs. I will put a full description below, and you can see if this is the right product for you. This is John. Here's a couple other videos that you might like, and feel free to subscribe.